So one of our wonderful subscribers just asked us, are there any gated communities in the Middle Georgia area? So in this video, if you're moving to the Middle Georgia area or wondering if there are any gated communities, then stay tuned because we're going to go over all the gated communities that are in the Middle Georgia area from Perry, Warner Robins, and Macon. So let's get into it. Hey guys, I'm Chris, your real estate problem solver. I've been a real estate investor and an agent for 20 years in the Middle Georgia area. So if you've got any questions about real estate in the Warner Robins, Perry, Hawkinsville, or Macon areas, make sure to reach out to me. My information is in the description below. So you decided you're moving to the Middle Georgia area and you're looking for a gated community. Well, why would you want a gated community? Well, most people, of course, want a gated community for the security. They want to feel safe, and that's understandable. One good thing about the Middle Georgia area is, comparatively speaking, we have a fairly low crime rate. We have a very good PD system. They stay on top of things. And on top of that, majority of our community are military from Robins Air Force Base. Now, I'm not saying that our illustrious military are saints by any stretch of the imagination, but military does have a strong discipline and strong moral fiber. So our crime rate in this area is relatively low. But we do have a few gated communities, then we're going to talk about them right now. Now, if you're looking for a gated community farther north in Macon area, then the Macon gated community that you want to check out is going to be Lake Wildwood subdivision. Now, Lake Wildwood was the creme de la creme in the 70s and 80s when it was established. This neighborhood still has a live gate guard at the front gate. Now, Lake Wildwood subdivision is right off of I-475 in Macon, right off of Zebulon Road, which is where the main access is. But you've also got a members only secret access off of Peak Road too. This neighborhood is surrounding Lake Wildwood itself, which is big enough to actually ski in. So you've got a full lake, you've got a beach, you've got a playground, a couple playgrounds for the kids, and then you've also got some mini golf and an in-ground pool. Now, at the time that we had our properties in there, the HOAs were running around $650 a year, but of course that's subject to change every single year, so check it out. Now, these houses are averaging about 3 to 4 bedrooms, 1,100 to 2,100 square feet, depending on the house that you get. There's 1 stories, there's 2 stories. The great thing about Lake Wildwood subdivision is that these houses were mostly custom built by the people that bought the lots. So no 2 houses are exactly alike. So you have a wide variety to choose from. So if you're looking for something around Macon and you want a gated community, let me know and we'll go check out Lake Wildwood. So the next gated community on our list is Madison Place subdivision. Now, Madison Place is off of Gun Road in Byron, but it is still Houston County. Now, these houses in here are about 1,250 to 1,650 square feet. They're sitting on lots of 1/3 acre down to 0.15 acres. So if you want a small, simple house on a simple lot, something that's easy to manage, this would be the place to go. Now, most of them are anywhere from brick face with vinyl siding on the back to all vinyl siding to some have clapboard siding. Now, these are also 2, 3, and 4 bedroom houses and on slab foundations. And just so you know, the school system that's covering this area is Eagle Springs Elementary, Thompson Middle School, and Northside High School. And the HOAs for Madison Place subdivision currently are about $225 a year. Now, this covers all the public areas like the playgrounds, the gate maintenance, and public area yard maintenance. So the next subdivision that is gated is going to be Eagle Springs. Now, everybody knows about Eagle Springs because you'll see in a minute, so pay attention. Eagle Springs is actually broken down into about 4 different subdivisions, 3 of which are gated communities. 1 of them is not, but they are all part of an association that has access to a clubhouse, tennis courts, and the swim park in there that makes everybody jealous. All right, so starting off small and working our way up, Eagle Harbor is 1 subdivision in Eagle Springs. Now, these houses are between 1,500 square feet up to 2,300 square feet. They're sitting on about a quarter to a third acre lots. They're all brick, and most of them are 3 to 4 bedroom houses. Now, of course, it's Eagle Harbor, so almost everybody in the neighborhood has access to the lake. And again, the school district that covers this area is Eagle Springs Elementary, Thompson Middle, and Northside High School. If we go across Eagle Springs Drive, the next gated community right in this Eagle Springs area is going to be Tyvola Gates. Now, these are all brick houses. They're a little bit of a step up. They're about 2,100 to 3,000 square feet, 3 and 4 bedroom houses, all brick on a slab foundation, and most of them are on a quarter acre to a half acre lots. Now, one thing I did forget to mention is all of Eagle Springs subdivision has an HOA of $700 a year. So just be aware of that. And again, since this is in Eagle Springs, your kids are going to be going to Eagle Springs Elementary, Thompson Middle School, and Northside High School. So if you go across Eagle Springs Drive from Tyvola Gates, the next subdivision in Eagle Springs is Grove Point. Now, Grove Point is subdivided into the main Grove Point and then Brentwood. So the Brentwood section of Grove Point are predominantly all brick houses, anywhere from 2,100 square feet up to 3,500 square feet, and usually 3 and 4 bedroom houses. So as Brentwood is the I'm Doing Well section, then you're probably going to want to go to the other side of Grove Point where you've got the I'm the Man mansions. Now, these houses are anywhere from brick to stucco to all stone and anything in between. So you can pretty much guess that the majority of these are going to be custom built homes, anywhere from a third acre to a half acre lots. Some of them have to be 3/4 acre lots just to fit the house on it. And these houses are anywhere from 3,000 square feet all the way up to one is 5,800 square feet. Yeah, I don't want to pay for the housekeeping bill for that one. But if you're interested, they do occasionally come up for sale, so hit me up and we'll keep a lookout for them. Now, the next gated communities that we're going to be talking about are actually in Perry, Georgia. So stay with me because these are very unique properties and you might be really interested in these. So let's start with the first one. Now, this is a little surprise because it is a 55 and over community. So if you're not 55 years old, don't worry about it. Now, this neighborhood is Houston Springs subdivision. It is indeed gated. It has an HOA of about $200 a year. And these houses are individual standing houses and townhomes, so you got your pick. Now, these houses are predominantly 2 bedrooms, although there's some 3 bedrooms. They're 1,300 to 2,000 square feet. They're sitting on lots from 1/10 of an acre up to about 1/4 of an acre. So they're small, simple, and easy to maintain. Now, also a difference with this gated community is they do indeed keep the gates closed at all times. So you get in, you get out by invitation only.
And last but not least, I thought we were done with all the gated communities, but we were driving through Perry and then all of a sudden we ran into one more. See, Indian Creek Plantation. Now, this is a little known subdivision that is a gated community. As you can tell, they've got the gates locked up and they've got the keypad out front. So let's talk a little bit about this one.
Now, the houses in Indian Creek Plantation were built between 2013 to 2018. They all have lots between 4 and 8 acres. So they've got plenty of room between them. And these houses are built with the most luxurious materials you can think of. Most of them are brick, stone, or a mixture of brick and clapboard siding. The insides, you're going to find real hardwood, ceramic tile, arch ceilings, granite countertops, and all kinds of luxurious amenities. Now, if you want to get into this gated community, you better pull out your checkbook because most of these houses are running anywhere from $500,000 up to $1 million. So those are the gated communities in Middle Georgia that include residential houses. Now, of course, there are other gated communities for townhomes and apartment complexes, but you're here to buy a house. So I hope this helps. If you are in the Middle Georgia area and you know other areas that have residential houses in a gated community, make sure to put a comment in the description below and reach out to everybody and let everybody else know about it, including me, because, you know, I'm not perfect either. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. My information is in the description below as well. Talk to you on the next video.